Hello, this is Begum here. Welcome back. Today I would like to talk about something that I was suffering from for a very long time and how I addressed that issue in my life. Well, maybe it's a problem for many of you out there. My problem was I was feeling drained and almost depressed most of the days in my life. And when I wake up in the morning, I didn't want to do anything. I was feeling depressed. It's almost like wherever I go, I was carrying a baggage or a heavy bag on my shoulders, and that was like also changing my perception, almost like a gray cloud around my eyes and on my head. And interestingly enough, the next day, if I have something to look forward to, just like seeing friends, loved ones, I was feeling super energized. My energy level was like skyrocketing. And that differences, like one day depressed, one day super energized, was also another problem that I was suffering from, because that was annoying and so tiring as well. And in order to address that issue, what I did for a very long time is to look for the outside reasons that are causing me to feel depressed, like putting the blame on the things, putting the blame on the people. This is what he's doing, that's why I feel this way. This is what that situation is happen, the way how it's happening, and that's why I feel drained. Or, for example, yes, today I feel super energized because I'm gonna see my friends. But the commonality in this perspective was I was always looking for something outside of myself. What I did was, first of all, to look for the reason what's happening within those days, like the different days where I feel like super like energized compared to the days that I feel depressed. And I realized that those days actually nothing is happening on a physical level. What is happening is that because I have something that I can look forward to, my inner energy, my emotional energy level is rising so high that my physical energy has no chance to match up with this. So but the problem here was my internal energy was always looking for something to raise itself up in order to, in order for my physical energy to match up with this. So I realized that this is not sustainable, that I cannot maintain this, because I also realized that it should be coming from within, like naturally and effortlessly. But while I couldn't find any solutions for that for a very long time. And the more I look for the reasons, the more I feel like depressed and gloomy. And afterwards I came up with certain reasons that could be that why this is happening in my life. Well, of course, if this is the story of your life, like every day you feel super drained and all day, every day, nothing can change your energy level, then maybe you should look for some medical assistance. That's another thing. Let's put that aside. There could be some other reasons that this is going on in your life. And one thing could be maybe you have lack of passion in your life, that there's nothing that is keeping you awake in the mornings, or there's nothing that you're looking forward to in your life, no passion, no dream. That could be one reason. Or the second one could be, yes, maybe you have a dream and you have a passion, but you lack of discipline, and you can't just take the necessary actions to manifest that dream and to walk towards that passion. Or the third reason could be you are still bound by the past failures, or very anxious about the future and you don't know what the future holds. That's why you can't just move towards the future. You just feel so anxious and you just stalled in the moment and can't do anything. Well, for me it was all of the above, and that is why I was I was actually spending most of my time in the self-help corners of a bookstore. So if you're one of those people, you will definitely resonate with what I'm sharing right now. And I was, I read a lot of books. I read a lot of self-help books, and they were all amazing while I'm reading. But the biggest problem was the next day or the day after, or like when I faced with a different life situation where it's not something that has been described in the book, I was like, doomed, that I can't do anything. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna move forward? So those things that I read in those self-help books, many of them were not sticking with me. So I started to look for something more deeper, something that is like looking to my life problems from a more broader perspective, something that will stick with me for throughout my whole life, or at least very close to that, because we are always like changing. Everything is impermanent in life. And since I started to record videos and share my experiences online, I got a lot of questions from people, my friends, and people who enjoy following me, and they were asking me where we can start our journey. If you're feeling that we're in a healing journey, or if we want to increase our energy, we want to feel the joy in life, what can we do? Where we can start? What kind of books that we can start reading? And just to answer that question, I recently put together a free PDF, which I link down below, the 5 most powerful books that has changed my life from the very first page, by changing my perspective, something that sticks with me up until this moment, by because the differences within those books compared to the rest of the self-help books that I was reading was they weren't talking about or like focusing on the details of the life events, but they were focusing on a broader perspective, what I can do, what I can like embrace, what I can just tap into, something within myself, like already there, but not just like not trying to make me learn something outside of myself, but something that they were helping me to tap something within myself. So those 5 the 5 most powerful books, in my opinion, that I put together, a PDF, a free PDF. The link is down below. You can click the link and it's totally free, that you can reach my book list that has changed my life. And if you're someone who is also looking for an answer, where I can start my healing journey, what kind of books that I can start reading, what should I do to permanently raise my vibration, what can I do to change my perspective in order to solve my ever-present life problems. If you're looking for all those answers, then you should definitely go to the link below and get my free PDF, which is prepared for just to answer those questions. So until I see you in the next video, take care and just relax. Peace.